Mind of the Meanie is now an exclusive brand partner with WWEshop.com. Pick up all your favorite new merchandise from Roman Reigns,
Acknowledge me,
Cody Rhodes,
I have to finish the story,
LA Knight,
let me talk to you,
and more using our exclusive link in the show notes. Click below and show your support today for your favorite WWE superstar at WWEshop.com.
Yeah!
Dr. Fisher's Medical Weight Loss and Aesthetic Centers, along with Mind of the Meanie podcast, presents Meanie Mania, the pay-per-brew kickoff event, Thursday night, April 4th, 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. 21 and older to attend with no cover at McCusker's Tavern on the corners of 17th at Shunk at 2601 South 17th Street in South Philly. Come hang out with ECW Original and WWE alumni, the Blue Meanie, at his favorite bar on the planet, McCusker's Tavern. McCusker's is the perfect spot to kick off your Mania week and go to for a pre- and post-wrestling event hang. Remember, McCusker's is cash only, but they do have an ATM on site. Lyft, Uber, and taxi services are highly recommended to and from McCusker's. 7 minutes from Lincoln Financial Field, 10 minutes from the 2300 Arena, and 15 minutes from Center City. Meanie Mania is also brought to you by Dr. Fisher's Medical Weight Loss and Aesthetic Centers on 2543 South Broad Street in Philadelphia. Go to bodybyfishernow.com. That's bodybyfishernow.com. Mind of the Meanie podcast drops every Monday morning at 6 a.m. and find our entire archive at mindofthemeanie.com. Meanie Mania, the pay-per-brew kickoff event, Thursday night, April 4th, 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. Meanie!
Oh, yes, sir.
Why should I say the green Meanie? And top of the morning to you, sir.
Up in the morning to you.
Want to let everybody know that's listening right now, this episode is brought to you by the St. Patrick's Day Shamrock Shavers. That's right, our friends at Manscaped. This year, don't just chase rainbows, make your own pot of gold and groom your little leprechaun with the leaders in below-the-kilt care. Say goodbye to your clover forest with Manscaped's Lawnmower 5.0 and let your confidence shine bright. Embrace the luck of the Irish Meanie and join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped. So head over right now to manscaped.com and use promo code MINDMeanie for 20% off plus free shipping. And Meanie, I want to know if you ever had any issues before you were able to get the golden touch of Manscaped.
When it comes to Manscaped, you can't leave the Blarney Stone alone. I use it every time of the year, but St. Patrick's Day, you got the luck of the Irish there because you ain't going to be nicking yourself. So, get the Lawnmower 5.0 and, shamrock that cock, man.
Shamrock that cock indeed, Meanie. And ever since I've used Manscaped, I can proudly say that I found my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's right. Little John and the Eastside Boys have never looked better, and you can meet your new lucky charm for St. Patrick's Day, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. This trimmer comes with 2 interchangeable next-generation skin-safe blade heads, one for a classic trim and a new foil blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. Equipped with dual LED spotlights, navigate your shamrock path in peace. Equipped with 2 dual LED spotlights, navigate your shamrock patch in peace. Worried you'll make a mess, Meanie? Fear not. This wonder is waterproof. Shave by the misty moors, under a waterfall, or even doing a rain dance, or dare I say, a Meanie dance. Its compact case makes it ideal to take it with you on the road, ready for any adventure or last-minute plans you have coming up. So trimming the hedges in your Irish garden isn't just for below the belt, my friend. Complete your look with Manscaped's signature Beard Hedger Pro Kit and Handyman electric base shaver. So whether you're sculpting your beard or cleaning up your neckline, there's always the right tools for the job. So go to manscaped.com right now and get 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code MINDMeanie. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code MINDMeanie at manscaped.com. This St. Patrick's Day, make sure your little hairy leprechaun is luckier than ever with Manscaped.
This is the Mind of the Meanie. Here are your hosts, the Blue Meanie and Adam Barnard.
Peace, world, and welcome to the Mind of the Meanie, your weekly peek into the world, according to former WWE superstar and ECW original, the Blue Meanie. We cover wrestling,
music, movies, sports, and lots of useless knowledge all contained in the mind of the Meanie. I'm your tour guide, Adam Barnard, and he is the Blue Meanie. Meanie, what's on your mind?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. If I may, please.
Sir, if I may. Shout out to the folks at Busted Open who are kind enough to have me on this week to talk about Paul Heyman going into the WWE Hall of Fame. Always cool to talk to Bubba and Dreamer, or Bully and Dreamer, whichever you prefer. That was a fun call in, so to speak. So, yeah, it just made me think, and then I'm doing my Paul Heyman on air. Sir, if I may, but yeah, I guess that's the big news. Paul Heyman going to the WWE Hall of Fame, which is well deserved.
Absolutely.
Surprising, not that the fact that they chose him, but I'm surprised he accepted because, knowing Paul, or at least how I think I know Paul, in my mind, he's probably like, well, I'm not done yet. I'm just getting started, because, he's only 58. He's still kicking. I can't believe he's only 8 years older than me, but it's kind of cool. Working for the guy, and he's only 8 years. He has had so much experience, but yeah, he was only 8 years older than me, and it's kind of cool. Yeah. But yeah, he's still young and he's still going. He's not done, So in my mind, I think he might have turned it down, but here we are. He's going in, and what better city than Philadelphia? City of ECW, and makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. They announced him. They announced Bull Nakano, which is awesome.
Absolutely huge.
Big fan.
Yeah,
big fan. And then also the U.S. Express, Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham so far. So they have Paul Heyman, Bull. They got the tag team U.S. Express, which makes Barry Windham a two-time inductee because he's in with the Four Horsemen, which is pretty cool. And it's cool to see Mike Rotunda going in. If I have to make any guesses, maybe Bray Wyatt goes in this year too, but that's just a guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, just looking forward to that. And I can't believe Meanie is upon us. I'm going to be a busy Meanie.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm doing Meanie, of course. I'm doing WrestleCon.
Yep.
Got events at the 2300 Arena with, Battleground Championship Wrestling. They have a tribute to Extreme that Friday night.
It's going to be amazing.
Which is crazy. Technically, we're going head-to-head with the Hall of Fame and SmackDown, but also we got a convention that afternoon called the Block Party. It's usually they usually do Icons of Wrestling convention during the day, but they have a show in the morning, a Block Party in the afternoon, show at night. So it's going to be a busy day. It's going to be a busy week. Yeah. And then there's got a few other things, a few other things in the fire, whatever the fucking saying is, I can't think of right now.
The poker's in the fire. Yep.
Yeah, poker.
Poker.
No, just, don't even know her. Sorry, I'm going to hell. Yeah, I got a few things going on that week that I've had people reach out to me, so we'll see what happens.
It is going to be a busy week. I just got my confirmation that I will be covering WrestleMania 40 as credentialed.
Is that breaking news?
That is actually, if you want to hit the button or you want me. Actually, you know what? Give me the pleasure since I have it.
You hit the button.
Thank you, sir. If I may, hit the button, sir. A little bit of breaking news for y'all. I was officially approved for media credentials at WrestleMania 40. This seemed impossible like a year ago for me, you know.
Yeah. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much. It's been a long road to get here. I feel like I've been working my ass off to get to where I am. And, the journey started in SummerSlam and has come all the way through here. And I'm excited, man. I'm really excited for this. And I'm really looking forward to it, especially because it's going to be in our hometown, right? Like, I feel like not only am I the tour guide of Mind of the Meanie every week, but now I'm going to be the tour guide for all of these fine happening folks showing up here to Philadelphia to invade our city for WrestleMania week. But no, it's wonderful, man. And I don't know the specifics yet, but on top of that, now it's Battleground and WrestleCon and all these other things that are going to be happening all that week. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to balance it all. And it's just like kind of overwhelming. I can't imagine how you feel. So you're booked in a couple different spots, but it's, and that's obviously, hopefully that Hall of Fame nod comes and then you'll be booked even more. But sorry, I'm getting over COVID again, guys. So the coughs will just show up and they sound like me pitching Meanie for the Hall of Fame. So in the event you hear that, we'll just skip right past it. But
yeah. Time's right. Time's a ticking, but we'll see.
Yep,
we'll see. It's not up to me, sir.
No, it's not up to me, sir.
It's not up to me, sir.
Should we just do the whole show as Paul Heyman? Like, that would be fun.
Yeah, dueling Pauls. Oh man,
Mr. Meanie, if I may, a major announcement, nay, a crushing blow to the Philadelphia region. This week, I couldn't go any farther than that. Can't do it. No one can do Paul. But Jason Kelce retired. Officially out. 13 years as an Eagle, his entire NFL career. Pretty wild stuff. I wanted to get your thoughts on his retirement and if you had a chance to watch his retirement press conference this week.
Man, of course, as everybody knows, I'm a diehard Philadelphia sports fan, especially Philadelphia Eagles. And this is something that's been like lingering for the last like maybe 2 years, 3 years. And I had a feeling it was coming.
Yeah.
Especially, he would do announcement videos, drinking a beer and I'm coming back, folks. And then, it was lingering. And then the new sports people prematurely said he's retiring. Even though he hadn't retired, he hadn't announced anything. And then I believe it was Monday.
Yeah, I think it was Monday.
And then he puts out a tweet saying, no cake video this year. Have an announcement at 1. I'm like, oh, God. All right, here I am. I'm going to cry. Yep. I'm going to cry like a goddamn 6'1", 300-pound baby. Yeah, I watched it, man. And I've seen plenty of retirement speeches. I was figuring, oh, man, it's going to be like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I'm watching. Hell of a speech. Went like almost 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And, man, what an emotional speech. He, first off, to speak to the kind of man that Jason is, he has a guy who tapes him, like, literally not videotape, but like tapes his ankles, tapes his hands before every game. And the guy who usually tapes his hands and tapes his ankles couldn't do the last couple of games because the dude's been battling cancer and dealing with chemo and couldn't come to games to tape Jason up. And, before Jason's press conference announcing his retirement, he had his tape guy come out and tape his ankles one last time before his retirement speech, and you're like, man, holy shit. And I didn't know that until like a couple of days ago. I was like, oh man, what a guy, right? And the speech was beautiful. And, you have a feeling Jason's going to go into sports media, but he could also get a job, doing voiceover work. Yeah. I can hear him doing Hallmark commercials with that voice, or he does something like, Jason Kelce he's definitely got the voice to do voiceover work. He's just such a welcoming voice, when, his family was there, his brother, his parents were there, wife was there, brother was there, and just, right off the bat, you're like, oh man. I've seen retirement speeches where, guys break down and cry. I was like, how soon will it take it? It was like 2 seconds. And then I'm sitting there and, watching it. I'm at home I'm like, But, man, what a career, what a guy. 13 years with the same team.
Yeah.
Which is almost impossible,
Yeah.
And, wearing the same jersey. Now there's, talks that maybe Fletcher Cox might be retiring as well.
I saw that news the other day.
But Brandon Graham is going to come back for year 15, which he's calling his farewell tour. But just to see those three guys who've been here through the highs of highs, lows of lows. They were here through the lean years and then the Super Bowl year and stuff like that. But Jason to go out, on his own terms with the same team, and just been watching a lot of highlights on YouTube, with players from around the league, wishing him well. And I was watching the New Heights podcast, which is Jason's podcast with his brother Travis, and a lot of people sent in well wishes. Nick Foles,
Yes.
Nick Foles, who is known in the greater Philadelphia region as Big Dick Nick.
Yes. Prehistoric in size and
Yeah.
circumference.
Definitely circumference, girth. Lucky for Jason, Nick Foles worked out a shotgun a lot, so he didn't have to get up on him.
He didn't have to that would have been kind of uncomfortable, because it's like, what are you grabbing? Right? is he grabbing the foot? He's throwing it back.
Yeah.
Is he holding the football? Is he holding his dick now? Like what? It's crazy, right? You don't know. So. And
he gave the dick a shout out during his retirement speech, which the man with the biggest dick went up to the coach with the biggest balls.
Did you read the story where he's like, he actually reached out to Nick Foles and asked him if it was all right if he talked about his dick? And he gave him the blessing.
Well, if you listen to the New Heights podcast, he even went a step further, and Nick asked his own wife for permission. And Nick Foles' wife was like, yeah, that's okay. It's Jason.
That is hilarious.
So that was a thing.
That's so funny.
So, shout out to Big Dick Nick,
Yep.
Which, the origins of that, like when the Eagles won the Super Bowl and like there's some news reporter from whatever Philly channel and, how you feeling? Yeah, Big Dick Nick won the game. Or some drunk on the street went, Big Dick Nick. And it just picked up steam, just.
Could you imagine just like hearing this about yourself? Like millions of people referring to you as Big Dick Nick. Like,
there's worse things, I guess.
It's just amazing. Like, it's just hilarious that is what has become his legend, right? I hope that when they
The legend of Big Dick Nick. Just get out an acoustic guitar and sing folk songs.
Gather round, kids. Have I ever told you the legend of Big Dick Nick?
I have a phallus folk tale for you.
My God.
Here's Big Dick Nick.
When they build a statue of Nick Foles, last thought, I hope that they're able to get it, to the scale and size of his member, properly, of course, because you want to make sure it's aesthetically pleasing, but also, in scale. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. It's, you always see that meme where a guy's got a guitar goes, so anyway, here's Wonderwall. There's somebody with a car going, so anyway, here's Big Dick Nick. Just
so good.
So it'd be like something like the opening at Dukes of Hazzard or something like that. With a guy with a little strumming, a little guitar. Just
never told you about these boys out here in Philadelphia and they're hungry like a horse.
Yeah, but very emotional. Selfishly, you want him to still play.
Yeah.
And, he looked like he'd still go. It's one thing when the fans are like, yeah, you've had enough. But when fans are like, oh, man, I hope he can at least play one more year,
Yeah.
But, they, I forget which player. Maybe Cam Jurgens is going to replace him. They drafted him 2 years ago, and I think it's Cam Jurgens. And, Jason was doing a live draft party, and they're like, oh, no, he's a center. And Jason goes, no. I helped scout him. I helped, draft him. I put my stamp on him saying, he if you want a player who plays like me, he's the guy. So I think they'll be in good hands. I think with the drafts coming up soon, this Monday,
yeah.
As this drops, today is technically legal tampering day in the NFL, where people can start negotiating with free agents or people who are already on other teams. Legal tampering. So when the first day of whenever people could start, signing people and stuff, doing trades and stuff like that, or signing free agents, blah 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 blah. I'm babbling. They can start announcing stuff. Monday they can start announcing. So and so in this team have come to terms. Once the league year starts. So, the Eagles need to address a lot of stuff on defense.
Yeah.
Safeties, middle linebackers, but pick up some guys in free agency, and then I would say they say this draft is going to be like the most. It's going to be rich in offensive linemen, which with Jason leaving and Cam Jurgens sliding over from guard to center. If I'm guessing the right guy, and then eventually you're going to have to find somebody who's going to replace Lane Johnson eventually. Mm-hmm. So, they'll be all right.
Yeah,
they'll be all right. But back to Jason. Talk about a guy who the city's fallen in love with. We fall in love with people who work hard, like Brian Dawkins, and Jason Kelce's just the next legend, to retire. But, again, it's super rare that somebody stays with one team their whole entire career. So thank you, Jason Kelce, for just being a man.
Yeah.
He's just a couple quick stats from him. He was part of the Super Bowl championship team at Super Bowl 52, which is where he was legendary for his speech at the parade where he dressed as a mummer. That is still like legendary folklore here in the city. Like you can drive pretty much anywhere and find graffiti of him in his mummer's outfits somewhere. And that gave us the impassioned, I guess one of the new Philadelphia catchphrases, "No one likes us, we don't care." Which should be, I think, in the Philadelphia, like I don't know if there's like a citywide anthem or if there's like an official statement of Philadelphia, but that should be what it is.
Pretty much.
He's a 6-time first-team All-Pro, and he's 7 times in the Pro Bowl. And he had a streak for a while where he played. What was it? I think it was he started every game of the season for like
started every game for at least 10 years.
Yeah, it looks like it started. I'm trying to see here when it started. Looks like 2013, and his streak went all the way through 2021, which is crazy to think about that he started every game in the season. 2021, he had COVID, and he was placed on the COVID list, but still was able to start at the beginning of January, so he kept a streak alive that year. But it looks like wasn't doing that on the 22nd. But yeah, I mean, it's just like he's one of those guys. I feel like he is Philadelphia, right? He's always, Jason Kelce's always going to be one of those. He's like John Kruk, right? Always, no matter where he goes, no matter what he does, he's just always going to be Philly. And I would like to see Kelce and Kruk link up. Imagine the two of them on a sports show. Like, I would be tuned in every single day to watch.
Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't even if I didn't know what they were talking about, I would still be listening to them because it would be fucking great.
I just saw a photo. I think Jason's down at spring training for the Phillies.
Oh, shit.
He had the Phillies jersey and hat on and stuff like that. I'd love to see him, go in the booth and for a couple innings.
Yeah.
With John Kruk and just, talk.
Yeah.
That's what I love about baseball. It's a little bit more of a relaxed atmosphere. Mm. And then, before anything major happens, guys are just, bullshitting, talking. And I'd love to hear Jason and Krucker talk, especially both being wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Kruk's always like, yeah, man, hope this game ends soon. I got SmackDown on the DVR at home, just... No, he starts talking about, Roman Reigns and the bloodline. We're the ones. And you hear John Kruk saying, we the ones. Amazing.
I hope they do something with Kruk this year at Mania in Philly, man. They have to. Like, I feel like they're paying attention, man. They should.
They need to.
Yeah.
I guess it all depends on the Philly schedule. I don't know when opening day is, but which sounds like sacrilegious. You would think I would know, but Mania's a couple weeks. We'll see.
28th of March is opening day.
Yeah, so 20th of March. Got to figure out where they're at on the schedule, but it would be cool to see Kruk do something at Mania, or at least just be in the crowd. They need to have him in the front row, right there. When they showed the celebrities around, it's just a wave. Needs to happen.
It looks like they're home so the opening day is the 28th. Excuse me, and then they're home through the 3rd of April. So it's possible that they might be away for the rest of that week, because then they're back again on the 11th. So I would imagine they're probably away. So.
But he's John Kruk. I'm sure if WWE said, "Hey, we want to do something," the Phillies would, be kind enough to be like, "Yes."
We'd love
we'll
to
see.
have you. We would love to.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Meanie,
What's that, Adam?
we hear this a lot. Every CBD company tells you that their product is the best. With quality control measures like lab testing and QR codes now becoming the standard, it can start to seem like all CBD brands are the same, but I'm here to tell you something, Meanie. They are not. Knowing what makes certain brands better will help you spend your money more wisely and have more confidence as you incorporate CBD oils, topicals, capsules, or gummies into your own wellness routine. And that's why we're proud to partner with Green Road CBD as an official sponsor of Mind of the Meanie. And Meanie, I know you're a longtime user of Green Road CBD. How has Green Road CBD helped you in your life?
Let me tell you, Green Road CBD is a product I've been using for years. And when we started Mind of the Meanie, I always was like, let's get Green Roads as a sponsor, because I use them almost daily. Whether it's the gummies, to take care of the aches and pains of 30 years of wrestling, the topical solutions to help my knees, help my back, help my elbows, help my shoulders. Green Road CBD has done everything to help me maintain a pain-free existence from all the years of wear and tear as a professional wrestler.
And to me, Meanie, that sounds like the Green Road's difference. And it comes down to a really few important points. They're just part of the reason that they've won industry awards year after year, earned thousands of 5-star reviews, and have heard countless stories from customers just like you about the impact that those products have had on your life. So Green Roads is led by a compounding pharmacist with 25 years of experience helping her community getting healthy. For her and the entire company, it's more than just a job, it's a mission. And not all hemp sourcing is equal, Meanie. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. But they select their hemp from high-quality American farms, and also not all lab testing is equal, which is why they use an accredited independent lab to conduct full panel tests on every single batch. And that's why Green Roads is an original manufacturer, not just a quote-unquote white label brand. So right now, you can go to greenroads.com, Meanie, and save 25% off of your entire purchase. Wow. 25% off of everything, Meanie. That's huge. And all you have to do is go to their website right now, greenroads.com, and use promo code Meanie at checkout. That's 25% off your entire purchase by using promo code Meanie at greenroads.com. Own the day with Green Road CBD, and we thank them for sponsoring the program.
So what else is going on, man? What else is happening in the world of the blue guy? What else is shaking over there in your parts?
Well, it's early. I got the morning farts. So as we record here at March 9th at 10:48 a.m. on a Saturday, a little overcast Saturday, just gearing up, man. I'm doing a virtual signing today with signed by superstars, which won't matter when this drops because it would have been 2 days ago. Just being busy, man. Just trying to come up with things. Mania week, doing stuff with Ultra Pro Wrestling. A lot of stuff I can't talk about, which is wonderful podcasting. Talk about things you can't talk about. Hey, there's this thing I would tell you, but I can't.
Can't do it.
Yeah, just dude, that game's. I'm genuinely excited for Ultra Pro Wrestling. I know of a few people they've added to the game. I know a few people that they're potentially talking to for the game. I was like, hold on, did I just read that right? But yeah, they're pitching ideas, and the game's going to be amazing. Especially if you're an old school wrestling fan, like into the No Mercy type games, WrestleMania 2000, WCW Revenge, those legendary games. It's going to be modeled after that. So if you're huge into wrestling video games, I'm excited for that. I want to talk about it more, but then again, I don't want anything to let anything slip. Because there's a reel out there and with the announcements of who they've signed, but I don't have that memorized right now, so I don't want to accidentally spill any beans. I'd rather eat the beans than spill them.
Well, I was just thinking too. I know we spoke last week, and it was a very or 2 weeks ago rather. Excuse me. It was a very popular clip we did. And got a lot of traction, a lot of attention from folks, and conversations came up about the best cheesesteaks to get while you're here in Philadelphia. Yeah. So we hope you enjoy. You can find that clip of us talking on our YouTube page, and you can also see us record this live every single week at Mind of the Meanie or Patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. Tiers start, Blue. I don't know if you know this, but they start at $10 a month, so you can sign up today.
Nice.
And see our beautiful, handsome faces every single week as we record and talk to you, but I wanted to bring this back, circle back, because I think we're only 4 weeks removed from WrestleMania here in Philadelphia, and I wanted to talk another type of food to make sure that people were aware of where to get their favorite foods when they come out here and where the best places to try to eat are in Philadelphia. And this week, we're going to give you some locations. We're going to give you some suggestions about some of the best pizza joints in Philadelphia. So you can see Philly has a ton of amazing pizza. That's one thing that Philly does well is, Philly does everything right. I don't care what anybody says. But, we do pizza really well. So I wanted to know, Blue, if you had a couple places you can recommend to our listeners and the people who are coming to Philadelphia for the first time, where do you think they can stop to get some pizza?
I'm well versed in South Philly. So if you can help for Center City area, okay. The farthest north I go is Lorenzo's, which is on South Street here in Philly. I believe it's 2nd and South.
Yep.
Lorenzo's on South Street, which recently, a couple years ago, they had a fire, but now they're back. And I haven't been to the updated ones, but I'm assuming it's just as good as it was before. But we're plenty of times of drunkenly walking down South Street, leaving a bar like Mako's or whatever, Abilene's or whatever, and let's go get a slice. Go down to Lorenzo's, which it's open fairly late, and huge slices. You ask for 2 slices, you might as well ask for half a pizza. Yep. Great cheese, great sauce, just great crust. Just Lorenzo's is like a good spot if you're, it's going to be warmer weather. And if you're in South Philly and you're walking around South Street, which I don't know if there's a reason to walk around South Street anymore. A lot of the cool stuff, I don't know if it's still there. It used to be nice to walk around South Street and buy. There's just some cool vintage stuff.
Yeah.
There's cool shops like on 4th and Bainbridge, which is a block over. Philly AIDS Thrift, and there's the store on South Street, Suplex.
Yeah.
Suplex Vintage Wrestling. Those guys are cool. So if you say you're visiting Suplex Vintage on South Street, and you're like, man, I could go for a slice of pizza, I would wander over to Lorenzo's, get yourself a big ass slice.
Yep.
And it, that one slice is like I said, like 3 slices on normal pizza.
Yeah.
That'd be good. But if you're there's so many good places in Philly. Yeah. There's a spot right off of Broad and Snyder called La Rosa.
Yep.
Now, a lot of these places I'm talking about are like, and same with the cheesesteaks, they're not dine-in. I have to put this caveat that like a lot of these places are not go in and eat type places, with the exception of one I'm going to talk about. But
I was going to say if I could just for a second for
Sure.
Lorenzo's, anyone that's going down to the South Street, I think it's literally like it's almost like a cattle stall, right? It's like you walk in and you go through this metal fencing almost, right? It's like the metal bars, and it's like a line director, and you just go up to the front and then you get the fuck out. That's it. Like you eat on a trash can. It's like I just set up on top of a trash can or eat wherever you're standing, and then you're good. So
yeah, which is fine. You go out there and back against the wall, eating your slice, just watching people come by and stuff like that. A lot of these pizza joints are just get your slice or get your pie and take it to wherever you're going to eat it, kind of thing. Now, if I can make a suggestion, if you're looking to, get a pizza, if you're not going back to your hotel room or whatever, if you happen to be renting a car or whatever you're doing, go down to FDR Park, also nicknamed the Lakes. They have plenty of like picnic spots down there. Me and Mrs. Meanie, like I said last week, with our sandwich thing, Gooey Louie's, will go there and get a big ass sandwich and go down to the FDR Park and sit at park benches and just stare at the squirrels and just eat. Same thing you could do with the pizzas here. But on Broad and Snyder, a place called La Rosa, they're almost by like appointment.
Yeah. Yep.
Great pies, great sauce. That's going to be a lot with me. Great pies, great sauce. And La Rosa is kind of like a hidden gem in South Philly. You know they're there. You hardly hear people go, "Oh man, let's go get some La Rosas." But you get the pizza, and you're like, "Man, this is some of the best pizza I've ever had."
Yep.
So yeah, and it's on the corner of Broad and Snyder. So you want to kind of get your pie and be on your way. Not that Broad and Snyder's a bad corner, but I've often labeled some of my farts as, "Man, that smells like Broad and Snyder." Just there's a good chance you'll see a lot of entertainment.
Yeah.
On Broad and Snyder.
There's a 100% chance you're going to get some entertainment when you're on Broad and Snyder.
Some entertainment
chance.
Yeah. There's another spot that's like close to me. It's right down the street from the ECW Arena. So if you're at the 2300 Arena for, the Block Party convention, Icons of Wrestling Block Party convention, if you're in town if you're in the 2300 Arena for the Tribute to Extreme, I think High Spots is doing a show there Thursday. Right there on Snyder Ave. Like if you make a left out of 2300 Arena, go to Snyder, make a left. You'll see Rite Aid. Make a left right next to the Rite Aid in South Philly. There's a place called Uncle Oogie's. Now that place you can eat in. That's one of the few spots you can they have tables inside and stuff like that. But you can walk in and you can buy. They have a area where they just sell the slices. Yep. You could get a whole pie. But if you just want a slice, you walk in and they got like a whole bunch of. Me and Mrs. Meanie just went there yesterday. I got 2 slices of buffalo chicken pizza.
Ooh.
Yeah, and she got the one of those big square slices. So go Uncle Oogie's, and you could get anything. Uncle, they got cheesesteaks, they got hoagies. Good one of our favorite sandwiches is called the Sinatra, which is grilled chicken sandwich. I forget everything that's on it. I'm a horrible food critic.
That's okay, dude.
I either go, "Oh yeah, that was good," or "Oh man, that sucked." That's the basics. That's me.
I mean, in Philly, though, that's kind of the right way to be, though. Like, oh no, that place is fucking terrible. Oh no, this place is good. Like that's all you need.
Yeah. There's 2 places near my house, Uncle Oogie's and City Pizza. And those are my 2 go-tos because, A, I can walk there, but B, the food's really good. You could literally take a slice out of Uncle Oogie's and stare at City Pizza across the parking lot. So, and that's why I'm fat.
Yeah.
There's no shortage of good food in Philadelphia. Uncle Oogie's is great. If I'm getting a whole pie at Uncle Oogie's, the good thing too about Oogie's, they got parking lots. So if you're driving around Philly and you want to go pick up a pie, go to Uncle Oogie's. I get the cheesesteak pizza.
Smart.
Which is cheesesteak. It's basically a cheesesteak, no sauce, but I get fried onions. A large cheesesteak pizza with fried onions, amazing. Mrs. Meanie likes the pizza called the Old Fashioned, which is the tomato sauce on that is amazing.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah. City Pizza on Front and Snyder, really good. Call ahead to order. Get your pie. You can get a cheesesteak there too. I also get the cheesesteak pizza there. You get the box. The box is nice and warm. You take that first slice and the dough is nice and soft.
So good.
And yeah. And that might be what I'm doing today. It's a 10-minute walk from my house. I'm just looking. What do you want to do? Let's go get some City. Let's go. Or there's a City Pizza on 16th and Oregon. And I'm at McCusker's. I get the munchies. Hey, You want a pizza? Yeah, sure. Call ahead, and I walk around, walk to City Pizza from McCusker's, grab 2 pies, walk back to McCusker's, put 2 pies on the bar, and I have some for me, some for people in the immediate area. I'll share, you know, and have a couple beers, have a couple slices of pie of City Pizza there. You know, Oogie's to me, Oogie's and City Pizza, really good. I'm trying to think of the street right near. There's another place near McCusker's called Pizza Shack.
There you go.
Really good place. Their pizza. What's the square pie? What's that called?
It's like
Sicilian?
A Sicilian. Yep.
If you're ordering from Pizza Shack, get the Sicilian. Yeah. When I lived closer, I used to live on 13th Street. I used to live like right off of 13th Snyder. And I would always order from Pizza Shack. I would get a white pie with broccoli, which is just like white cheese, a little bit of garlic on there, broccoli. And that's where I got the term broccoli bombs, because I would eat one of those broccoli pies and God bless anybody walking downwind from me. It just, if you had nose hairs, you had nose hairs.
Past tense. Yeah.
Yeah, past tense. So far my list is in no particular order.
Right.
Because it's all good. I don't do this Connecticut thing where it's, Connecticut thinks they invented pizza.
They did not.
No. You want to talk about cheesesteak snobs in Philly. Pizza snobs, Connecticut. Pizza's good, but don't break my balls when I don't pick your spot.
Right, Frank Pepe's is good. It's no Santucci's, but it's good. It's solid. It's a good, you go there, you do it once. It's like, okay, cool, this was fun.
Look, it's no Ellio's.
Should that be the title of the episode where we piss everybody off in New England? Frank Pepe's
there you go.
No Ellio's. Yeah, that's it.
I dare you. You don't have a hair on your ass.
Frank Pepe's is no Ellio's.
Shout out to Andrew Bailey, Shackleford in the chat. Uncle Oogie's Junkyard Dog Breakfast Pizza is fucking amazing.
Yes.
Their breakfast pizza is, and thank you for bringing that up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have done that. You get a wheat pizza. It's like you can get regular dough or wheat dough with their pizzas. Mm-hmm. But I get the wheat dough with the breakfast pizza, the Junkyard Dog with all the meats, and tell them to cook it well done.
Oh yeah,
so it gets nice and crispy. Nothing worse than pull off a slice and everything goes into the box. And you're standing there with a fucking thing of fucking...
When you go to Frank Pepe's, yeah, that's exactly what happens. It's just fucking all over the place, yeah.
Yeah, because it's, Ellio's. Right. You can take that right out of the toaster oven.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yo.
You're very good, yo. Now we're talking here, pal. Now we're talking. For those at home listening, the Junkyard Dog breakfast pizza, bacon, sausage, pork roll, and ham. On a pizza, please just shove it. Like, don't even let me chew it. Just shove it into my face. That's what I want.
Yes.
So
yeah, I want to look like Joey Chestnut eating a fucking. Dude, that is amazing. That's an amazing fucking pizza.
Yeah, man.
I'm surprised more places don't do breakfast pizza, but Uncle Oogie's breakfast pizza, fucking amazing. And I'm trying to think. Okay, so I got off a rant there. In no order. So I hate lists. I hate saying something's number one.
What's on your Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia pizza?
Mount Rushmore's going to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
I hate that because you're limiting me to 4 things. And to me, it all depends on my mood.
Right.
I woke up and I wanted blank. One day I could be sick of blank and then want something else. People hold you to those fucking. If you make a Mount Rushmore list, people fucking hold your feet to the fire. Well, excuse me, sir. You said.
Well, you said back in 1993 that this person was on. It's like, come on, guys. Come on.
So, as I keep going on fucking sidebars here, in no particular order, Lorenzo's, South Street, 2nd and South. You could come out of Lorenzo's with a slice and stare at the mural of Larry from the Three Stooges, because Larry from the Three Stooges' birthplace is right across the street from there. And then there's J.C. Dobbs right next to that, which is currently closed, but every band who's ever come to Philly has played at J.C. Dobbs, from Pearl Jam, Tool, Oasis, Rage Against the Machine.
It's almost like would you call it like what would be a good, like a comparison to that? Would be that like Whiskey A Go-Go in Los Angeles? That type of,
It's small.
Maybe it's Stone Pony.
Yeah. It's one of those places that, like, anytime a band comes through, they go, they'll have a moment in this show. It's good to be back in Philadelphia. I remember we came through and we played J.C. Dobbs, which the stage is like a postcard size fucking, like, how'd they get all the members on stage? Nirvana fucking played there.
Holy shit, Nirvana played at Dobbs?
Nirvana played Dobbs. Pearl Jam played Dobbs. Tool played Dobbs. Rage Against the Machine. And the videos are on YouTube. You can look it up on YouTube. This small-ass stage. Oh. Yeah, I just found out when I found out Oasis played there. I was like, holy shit.
How did they...
Yeah.
How'd they not shut the
I don't know.
How did they play there?
Well, this is right in the beginning when they're first touring the United States, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But, that's right across from Lorenzo's. Then there's La Rosa, Larosa, right on the corner of Broad and Snyder. Yeah, it's like right behind like a bus stop or something. Yeah, I kind of have to look for it, but it's there, but it's really good. Take that, go back to your hotel or go down to FDR. Go to FDR Park and find a park bench and just have a little picnic,
Yep.
And here's what you do. You could go to La Rosa, you could go to City Pizza, you could go to Pizza Shack, Oogie's, and if you're going to WrestleMania or whatever, FDR Park is right across the street from Wells Fargo Center, Lincoln Financial Field. You go there, have a pizza, have some cocktails, and then I think you can still park there. You park there and walk across Broad Street and go to whatever event you're going to. And I know people park there for Phillies games, but, you could go there and have your pizza or get a pizza, go to McCusker's, and have a couple beers there,
I hear there's an event
WrestleMania week. What's that?
I said
What's that?
I hear there's an event happening there at WrestleMania week as well over at McCusker's. Is that am I saying that right? That's the bar, right? Yeah.
Yeah, McCusker's, which is the most mispronounced bar ever. People like to put an L in there. Mm. People like to call it McCluskey's, McCluskers. I've seen people spell it. It's spelled MCCUSKERS. I've seen people go MCK. I'm like,
oh God.
If you text me or write to me, go, are you at McCusker's? And you mispronounce McCusker's, I'm not replying to your fucking text. How about that?
Yep.
Don't respect my fucking bar. But they're pretty good with you bringing the outside food, and because they used to do food, but like there's a balancing act between making something to eat and then trying not to neglect somebody at the bar. So yeah, if you want to bring in a cheesesteak or bring in a pizza, they're cool with that. So yeah, there's Lorenzo's, La Rosa, Uncle Oogie's, Pizza Shack, Koch's, which is right there on Rittner. It's right off of 16th and Rittner. There's Koch's Bakery. They make amazing tomato pies. Little square pies, and they're fucking amazing. Like on a Sunday, you could go to a shop, right? And they'll have like a whole table full of Koch's pies. You know, white pie. White pies are amazing. Or a tomato pie where there's like no cheese, just sauce. Or there's cheese with the sauce on top. You know, it's just amazing stuff. Then there's a Pizza Shack, City Pizza. Those are my list. I'm sure you can help complete the list with, you know, you're more of a Center City guy, which as a South Philadelphian, I avoid Center City like the plague. So
I have 3 places I want to recommend as we're talking about this. One, off the top of my head, the first place that I thought about is Santucci's Square Pizza.
Okay.
So Santucci's comes, it's almost like a Sicilian, but it's smaller. And what's funny about Santucci's, or what's different about it, is they put their sauce on top of the cheese. Now, I know it sounds ridiculous, right? And it's like, what the fuck is this? But it's absolutely fantastic. Like, it is so good. It's unique taste. It's a unique flavor. Like, it's incredible pizza. They have a bunch of locations, but if you're in Philadelphia, there's one at Broad and Wallace. So you want to try to go down there and take a look at that. There's also one in Roxborough, and there's one that's down, I think, near the Italian market. So you can go pretty much anywhere. Now, again, like we reminded you with the pizza, too, if you want to visit a lot of these locations and other spots we're going to give you to go, your chances of Ubering to these places are 110%. Like, you're going to have to travel to go to some of these places. But it's definitely worth it if you want to try something other than, you know, the corporate chains that fill up Center City and the outlying areas of Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
So, Santucci's is absolutely fantastic. I would definitely recommend that place. There's also another place called Angelo's Pizzeria, which is down on 9th Street. Their pizza is fabulous. Now, if you go to Angelo's, there's going to be Angelo's, I should say. It sounded like I said Angelo's, but Angelo's is the name of it. There's going to be a line at the fucking door every time you go.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of place that you want to order ahead. They have pizza, and their cheesesteaks are fabulous as well.
Cash only,
and there is nowhere to sit. It's the same thing as like Lorenzo's or some of these other places, right? You go in, you order your food, you get out, and you go eat somewhere else. Before I get to my third recommendation, though, that's a reminder. It's the good lesson that Meanie just mentioned as well with cash only, and it reminded me of something else. Philly has a reputation sometimes. When you go into a food place, especially at places like Gino's or Pat's, right? They hustle you through. They're rude at the counter. Like, you have to know what you want. That's accurate. Okay?
Yeah.
Because these places are so busy and because there's so many folks just all the time asking the same questions. I won't speak for Meanie, but maybe for me, maybe from Mind of the Meanie, our best recommendation for you is if you hear a place that you like and you want to try it out, research the menu first. Like, go and look and take a look at what you want before you get there. Because if you get there and you're like, and they're going to be like, get the fuck out of line until you figure out what the fuck you want, get all the way back there, they will give you attitude. Like, it's just, that's the way it is, right? And it's
be prepared.
Yeah, be prepared. Have your cash ready. Know how much you need to take in before you go there. Know exactly what you want. You don't need to know the lingo. You don't need to know any of that shit. Just go in there and know, like, with intent, right? I don't want anybody listening to the show or anyone, if you're listening or you're coming to town, I don't want you to be that person who gets trampled by someone or screamed at someone by the counter and then like, oh, fuck Philadelphia. It's like, well, no, I mean, we warned you, right? Like, you kind of knew what you were getting into here. So definitely want to make sure, and Meanie, I don't know if you can elaborate on that as we're talking about it, but I feel like that's an important part of the Philly experience.
Yeah, there's been times where I've stopped going to establishments. Right off the bat, Jim's. Yeah. Great cheesesteak place, but I took friends there, and my friends were like, they're not from Philly, and they asked, can I get barbecue sauce with that? And the guy at the counter went, yeah, Acme. Just I was like, oh man, I should have warned him. But just when you're in line, just figure out the best way to succinctly order and so you can order and pay and wait. Because a lot of these places, if there's lines, there's a sense of urgency to keep the line moving. So, not that they want to be dicks, but they just know they have a certain way of doing it. Phillies, not, well, yeah, a little aggressive. We're a little aggressive, but it can be aggressive. But just be prepared. Just if they have a menu, just grab the menu, and before you get in line, figure out what you want.
Yeah.
Then get in line, and then do your order and stuff like that.
Meanie!
Oh, yes, sir.
Why should I say the green meanie? And top of the morning to you, sir.
Top of the morning to you.
Want to let everybody know that's listening right now, this episode is brought to you by the St. Patrick's Day Shamrock Shavers. That's right, our friends at Manscaped. This year, don't just chase rainbows, make your own pot of gold and groom your little leprechaun with the leaders in below-the-kilt care. Say goodbye to your clover forest with Manscaped's Lawnmower 5.0 and let your confidence shine bright. Embrace the luck of the Irish meanie and join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped. So head over right now to manscaped.com and use promo code MINDMeanie for 20% off plus free shipping. And Meanie, I want to know if you ever had any issues before you were able to get the golden touch of Manscaped.
When it comes to Manscaped, you can't leave the Blarney Stone alone. I use it every time of the year, but St. Patrick's Day, you got the luck of the Irish there because you ain't going to be nicking yourself. So, get the Lawnmower 5.0 and, shamrock that cock, man.
Shamrock that cock indeed, Meanie. And ever since I've used Manscaped, I can proudly say that I found my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's right. Little John and the Eastside Boys have never looked better, and you can meet your new lucky charm for St. Patrick's Day, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. This trimmer comes with 2 interchangeable next-generation skin-safe blade heads, one for a classic trim and a new foil blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. Equipped with dual LED spotlights, navigate your shamrock path in peace. Equipped with dual LED spotlights, navigate your shamrock patch in peace. Worried you'll make a mess, Meanie? Fear not. This wonder is waterproof. Shave by the misty moors, under a waterfall, or even doing a rain dance, or dare I say, a Meanie dance. Its compact case makes it ideal to take it with you on the road, ready for any adventure or last-minute plans you have coming up. So trimming the hedges in your Irish garden isn't just for below the belt, my friend. Complete your look with Manscaped's signature Beard Hedger Pro Kit and Handyman Electric Base Shaver. So whether you're sculpting your beard or cleaning up your neckline, there's always the right tools for the job. So go to manscaped.com right now and get 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code MINDMeanie. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code MINDMeanie at manscaped.com. This St. Patrick's Day, make sure your little hairy leprechaun is luckier than ever with Manscaped.
You know what? I don't think it's aggressiveness. I think it's disingenuousness. I think we can smell that because I've had issues with people in Philly being pricks and shit, but like most times, as long as you're like being cool, most people are going to be cool back to you. Like again, we all have our issues in the city. I had far more issues with people in my day-to-day life in Pittsburgh than I ever did anywhere in the Philadelphia region. Anywhere. I grew born and raised in the Philadelphia region. I took 1 year, we call it our gas leak year, when we moved to Pittsburgh. And I had more issues with people in Pittsburgh who were rude and condescending and fucking nasty than I'd ever have in Philly. So as long as you're like being genuine, like you're not being disingenuous to people and you're not being a prick coming into it like that, you should be fine. But I digress. Yeah. I think that's a fair assessment. But my last place that I would recommend is a place called Pizza John, which is in Manayunk. They have more of a flat crust style. I know they have some vegan options there. So if you're listening and you're looking for a vegan option in the city, I would recommend Pizza John. Like I said, that's in Manayunk, so it's a little off the beaten path from actual like proper downtown. Definitely going to be a place which you'll need to Uber to get to. Manayunk's a cool spot though. Like there's lots of little pockets of places that you're going to visit in the city that are super dope. That Fish Town is really cool. There's a bar down there called Barcade. I'm sure they have it probably in some cities, but it's a bar, and there's all kinds of retro video game, arcade games that are there. And then that's right across the street from Frankfurt Hall, which is a really great German bar and restaurant. But Manayunk is a cool pocket down there in the city as well. But that would be the third recommendation I would give you. So like I said, no particular order because this isn't a fucking Mount Rushmore. And it's not a list. Santucci's, Angelo's, and Pizza John. Those are Goober's 3 places for you to check out pizza while you're here in the city. And if you're listening and you're like, well, hey, guys, I want to try, donuts, or I want to try this or that, tell us in the comments. Tell us on our Twitter.
Yeah.
Reach out to us and let us know, and we will provide you those recommendations as we run up to WrestleMania here in Philadelphia. We are happy to provide you all that information because that's what we do, because knowledge is power.
Yeah.
So let us know if you have any questions on that, and let us know when you get there. Tweet at us. Let us know if you like our recommendations or if you fucking hated it. Either way,
Absolutely.
let us know. But also, Meanie, I want to let you know
What's
that
that,
I have
sir?
a question for you, if I may.
Yeah, of course.
A question.
What would that be?
Are you ready to ask, Meanie?
I would love to.
It's time to ask me anything.
Ask me something.
I can't remember what regular Arsenal is like.
Don't forget to tweet us your questions using the hashtag AskMeanie, and you may hear them on the podcast. I'm going to start at the top here with Dave Groves. Oh, yes, but first,
I'm
Jason?
thirsty.
Yes, what do you have today?
A little bit off the beaten path. I know I've been drinking that fucking pumpkin pie every week, but right now I got the old school bowl and basket watermelon sparkling water.
Ooh, there you go. That's fancy.
Bowl and basket is ShopRite's generic brand. They're branding for that, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I have me some cheap shit from Aldi this week. This is a cherry limeade, my second favorite flavor next to the pink grapefruit. And I am also parched from the Rona. So here we go. We're going to get started here in 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
So tasty. Pinkies up.
Pinkies up.
It's so great that I can't taste anything. That's literally
Sir, you have no taste.
Sir, you have no taste. I feel like that's just going to be a thing now. We're just going to start talking as Heyman through the shows. That's the most unsettling thing about this entire, this round of COVID is that I can't taste a fucking thing. Nothing. And it is weird. So, but I felt the bubbles and the sparkliness, so that was nice. So, back to the initial question. Dave Groves wants to know, are you planning a visit to the UK for the MLB London series? I fancy doing it myself, but tickets are a bit pound high for my pocket right now.
Yeah, I was considering it, but I'm taking a pass this time around. I went to the NFL game that was there, and when they announced MLB, I was like, yeah, I definitely want to go. But knowing me, I can't just go to one game. I have to go to both games, and then you're like, oh, man, I got to buy 4 tickets instead of 2, and, my OCD.
Yeah.
Or, whatever that you want to call that, or I'm a completist. I have to go to both. If Van Halen came to town, I'm going to both concerts, if they do multiple nights. That said, we considered it, but we're going to take a pass on this one, and it bums me out because I really wanted to go see the Phillies in London, but, it is what it is.
I think I'm saying this name right. Fligman. Actually, lots of new people tweeting questions this week, too, which is fantastic.
Nice.
So thank you for listening. We appreciate you sending your questions in. Fligman wants to know, when you signed with WWE, what did you think your ceiling was going to be?
Popcorn. No, it doesn't matter what you think. It's what you make it, and as long as you try to do the right things, it sounds corny, but your ceiling's a limitation. You know what I say? Like what I say, I don't like Mount Rushmore, so I don't like lists. I don't even really like making goals, because then if you don't reach it, then mentally you go, oh, I failed.
Yeah.
Well, shit. You made the WWE. You didn't fail. You got to a place thousands of people want to go to. So I didn't want to go, well, my ceiling's this, or I'm going to do that. No, you get in, you get into the action, you get into the battlefield, try to jockey for a position, and try to work your way up the ladder. And ultimately, it's not up to you. You know, you could be the best wrestler in the world, but if one producer has a bug up their ass about you or this, that, and the other thing, you know, it's ultimately not in your hands, you know. So, and I'm not saying that happened or whatever. I did the best I could. And did I make mistakes? Absolutely. There's things I definitely could have done better, you know, in my time at WWE. But you don't know what you don't know until you realize you don't know it, you know. And, you know, this stuff, you know, it is what it is. But I didn't go in there with no preconceived notion of my ceiling's going to be this. My goal was to go in there and do my best to where they could trust me to put me on the card in front of fans and entertain them and provide for my family. So I did it, and to me, that's, you know, a success.
Our last question this week comes from Matt from Dover. He wants to know, Meanie, Adam, what is one song that you can go the rest of your life without ever hearing again?
Oof.
I know my answer.
Oh. Yeah, I don't really hate songs, but, you know, there's just songs I just don't listen to. Man. If I had to choose, I would choose, and I know there's other songs, but it's come to me for, what's that fucking Uncle Cracker song?
Give me
Come with me.
Boys. Free my soul.
No, that's a cover. Come with me, baby, 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 baby. You'll find everybody like me.
Oh my God, yes, yeah.
Come with me, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
God.
Ugh. Uncle Cracker. Which, you know, he was, you know, formerly with Kid Rock.
Uh-huh.
They went on his own, and then he did that song, and then they covered Drift Away. Drift Away. Feel my soul. But, yeah, Uncle Cracker, whatever that fucking Come With Me song or Follow Me, go the fuck away.
Yeah. I have multiple songs in my head swirling at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
God, like just a few, like Love Shack by B-52s.
Really?
Oh, man. God, like there's a reason why, and I'm not going to talk about it there, but
I'm not judging.
So every time I'm at the bar and if I'm drinking, if I've had a couple of libations, I turn into a metal singer when Love Shack comes on, and I just scream the chorus. It's like the only metal song I can scream, right? But no, oh my God, no, Love Shack. If I never heard it again, I'd be happy. What else? There's We Built the City.
Yes. Okay.
We built this city. Please, just turn it off.
Yeah.
And then, oh God, but what would be the one? Like my choice of the one. What was that shitty Toby Keith song from back when 9/11 happened?
All of them?
Stomp on every single fucking one. Stomp on my flag. I'll put a foot in your ass. Whatever it was. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Cringe City, man. Yeah. I would say any Toby Keith song from like 2000.
Yeah. Rest in peace, by the way.
I mean,
but yeah.
Listen. Yeah. But no, that
I'll
one.
put a boot in your ass.
Whoa.
Fuck you.
Cringe Central, man. Oh, God, would that be it? I think that might be my choice. Yeah. Oh, my God, I can feel, like, you ever hear something and you can just feel it, like, just the cringe just taking over?
Yeah.
No, I think that would be my answer. So.
Yeah, just you're reaching for the knob.
Yeah.
You're reaching.
Pitbull comes on the radio. He's like, Mr. Worldwide. I'm like, thanks for announcing yourself. I'm changing the station.
My favorite Pitbull song is The Stop Button.
That's the one that makes him stop.
The power off button.
Let us
Oh,
know.
you know what the worst fucking song is?
What's that?
The Cars for Kids song.
Oh, my God. Yes.
That's the one both me and Mrs. Meanie reached for the fucking radio knob just to fucking kill the volume.
Oh, yeah.
And there's variations, you know?
Oh, God, it's awful.
You got the one guy going, 1-800 Cars for Kids. You know, just, that guy's got fucking bodies under his fucking porch.
He's hiding something. I don't know what, but it's something bad.
You got a lot of air freshener. Yeah.
It smells like broccoli in here. Is there a reason why it smells like broccoli? Is there a reason? Ugh.
Old me, why do you smell?
Oh, my God. Well, we want to thank you for your questions this week. And if there's any songs
Thank you.
you hate that you could go without ever hearing again, let us know in the comments. Tweet at us, like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate you joining us each and every week for this program. We have a great time. And I want to know, Meanie, where everyone can keep up with all things blue when they are not listening to this program.
If you would like to follow the Blue Meanie on all forms of social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Blue Meanie BWO on all forms of social media. If you would like to support the Blue Meanie, go to prowrestlingtees.com/Blue Meanie. If you would like to support the Mind of the Meanie, go to prowrestlingtees.com/Mind of the Meanie. Colin Elbow, the wrestling brand, go to colinelbowbrand.com. Use coupon code Meanie or use coupon code MIND and save 10% over there at colinelbowbrand.com. Shout out to Rod Hicks, doing an amazing job over there. Now that you got your T-shirts and you're looking good and your beard felt like myself, you want to look good, smell good, go to madcatbeardcare.com. Get the Blue Spruce Beard Oil and Balm. Shout out to Josh Thornton, doing an amazing job over there, taking care of the cats. He rounds them up. Rounds up all the feral cats in his neighborhood, takes them to the vet, leaves them better than when he found them. So if you're a cat lover like myself, go to madcatbeardcare.com. The Ultra Pro Wrestling video game coming to all major consoles in 2024. Ultra Pro Wrestling contains not only original characters created by the awesome Hal Haney, but many real-world wrestlers, including myself and many others who I'm trying not to spoil. Go to ultraprowrestling.com or follow them on Twitter at UPW Video Game. That's ultraprowrestling.com or Twitter at UPW Video Game. The Figure Collections Bone Crushing Series 1 variants of the Blue Meanie are available now. All Series 1s can be ordered right now at shop.figurecollections.com. That's shop.figurecollections.com. Type Blue Meanie in the search bar, and you can select old school Blue Meanie or BWO Blue Meanie. Either way, there's no wrong choice. Shout out to Jim Nielsen over at glaciersofice.com. Jim made a 3 of 3 only handmade custom BWO Air Jordan 1 sneakers for Stevie, Nova, and myself. Each pair takes Jim about 50 hours per pair. So if you want to see him make these awesome pieces of art that you wear on your feet, go to Instagram and follow him at Glacier Art Studio. That's Glacier Art Studio on Instagram to see these awesome shoes. To have the Blue Meanie on your podcast, go to podstars.net. That's PODSTARZ.net. Register your podcast and then book the blue guy for your podcast at podstars.net. Cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO for birthdays, holidays, and well wishes. Book through the website. Please don't book through the app. The app takes too much money. If you think you're paying one price, the talent's getting something way less. So get more bang for your buck. Book through the site at cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO. I will be at WrestleCon April 4th through the 7th at the downtown Sheraton, right down there in Center City. For more information, go to WrestleCon.com. That's WrestleCon.com, April 4th through 7th. I'll also be at the block party from 4 to 7 at the 2300 Arena on that Friday, April 5th. And then following the block party, I will be at a Tribute to Extreme 2 at the 2300 Arena with a lot of my former ECW family members. Well, they're still my family members, but all former ECW originals. Well, we're ECW originals. You can't take it away from us, so fuck it. Either way, go to 2300arena.com. Dr. Fisher's Medical Weight Loss and Aesthetic Center, along with the Mind of the Meanie podcast, presents Meanie Mania, the ultimate pay-per-brew kickoff event, Thursday night, April 4th, 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. No cover, free to attend, 21 and older, a plus. You must be 21 and over to attend. McCusker's Tavern is on the corner of 17th and Chunk. That's 2601 South 17th Street in South Philly. If you're coming into town Thursday night, you want to have a good place to have a couple cocktails and talk to a fellow wrestling fans from around the country, around the world, as you kick off your Mania week, come to McCusker's on the corners of 17th and Chunk. But most importantly, Mr. Bernard, where can we find you, sir?
Me? Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Threads at This Is Goober. Yes, it's my handle. No, I'm not changing it. It's a brand pal. So follow me there for everything. And you should follow me because I'm going to be doing media at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia this year. So you want to go there and keep up to date with everything I have going on. And you also want to go and subscribe to the Foundation Radio YouTube page at youtube.com/@FoundationRadioPod to keep up with all of the conversations and things I'll have coming. I'll have vlogs, I'll have live stuff, I'll have interviews. We have a whole round of shit planned to go there. So go there today and subscribe and keep up to date there. Also, you can go back in there and find all the content. I'm uploading all of my Foundation chats. As of right now, my most recent one is the Ring of Honor tag team, the Renegade Twins. My conversation with them back in 2021 is now up on the YouTube page. So go check it out now and subscribe. Feinberg Method. Use promo code Goober and save up to 20% off of your entire purchase. My trainer, Brad Feinberg, is ready to help you with your physical and mental well-being. So go to thefeinbergmethod.com. Shout out to the homies at the 10th Ward Barbershop. I'll be out there to see them in 2 weeks on the outskirts of Lawrenceville in downtown Pittsburgh. Go ahead and get your hair cut and your beard trimmed on the way out here to Philadelphia by my friends Kane or Jordan and the rest of the team. They also have a great products for your hair and your beard needs. So go and check them out today at 10thwardbarbershop.com. ProWrestlingTees.com/Mind of the Meanie. Pick up your BWO shirts and your Meanie Mania shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com/Blue Meanie BWO or the Blue Meanie.
Blue Meanie BWO.
Blue Meanie BWO. Pick up your Meanie Mania shirts there. Pick up a shirt to support this program at ProWrestlingTees.com/Mind of the Meanie. ProWrestlingTees.com/Foundation Radio. Pick up a shirt and keep the lights on here at Casa DeMeanie and the Barnard Home for Wayward and Troubled Youth. Want to also recommend you join us at Patreon at patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. Tiers start at just $10 a month. You get to watch us live, record every week, and a bunch of other fun shit that we do here on the Patreon that's just exclusive for them. So go there now and sign up today. We want to thank our sponsors that you've heard throughout the program today for helping us keep the lights on as well. We appreciate you. Go ahead and support them as well. And we want to thank you for listening to the show every single week. Leave us a 5-star review. Like, comment, and subscribe. Get us up on the algorithms on YouTube. Share this with a friend when you're at Wawa screaming at the person behind the counter. Recommend. Hey, by the way, I know I fucking hate you now, but you should really listen to Mind of the Meanie because it's a great show. Let us know how we're doing. We appreciate you. Meanie, I appreciate you, good sir. Pod Squad, we want to thank you for doing
Thank you.
being here each and every week with us. For the Blue Meanie, I am Adam Barnard. Join us again each and every week as we take a trip through the mind
Blue World
of Meanie. Peace.
Blue World Order. This episode of Mind of the Meanie is hosted and executively produced by the Blue Meanie and Adam Barnard. It was mixed and engineered by Carl Pinnell. Additional narration is provided by the executive voice, Sam Krebs. That's me. Our intro music was performed by the Swamp Candles. Our outro music was performed by Chikara. Additional musical accompaniment is performed by Enrichment. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, or X or whatever, at Mind of the Meanie, and become part of the Pod Squad by going to patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. Find our entire show archive at mindofthemeanie.com. This has been a Butts Carlton media production. Butts Carlton, proprietor.
Blue World Order.
That was Blue Meanie's brain out.